Hey guys, I'm Dave Pangione, and this is my channel, Remodeling HQ. If you're interested in home remodeling, this is the place you want to be. I'm a third-generation builder. I've been on job sites for over 50 years. We have over 850 home remodeling videos, specializing in air levels, major home remodeling, all filmed on location in New Jersey. Now, I'm not putting down the other guys, but if you want to see real home remodeling, you need to watch this channel. It's very simple. Click on the like button, subscribe to our channel. And you will witness major home remodeling projects. We're going to be converting Cape Cods. We're going to be converting ranches. We're going to be converting split levels. Entire home remodeling projects filmed live in New Jersey. Now that the weather cleared and the rain has stopped, we had our footings poured a couple of days ago. We have our mason crew over and we're laying the block out. We're going to build the foundations for the side entry and the rear entry. And remember, it's all about pre-planning. So what we're going to do is we have, with this build that we're working on, we have to order some steel for a steel flitch plate. We have to order some foam that's going to go underneath the floor. So we're going to go around, we'll take a look at the foundation real quick, and then we're going to measure up for the steel. And again, it's all about pre-planning, getting everything on site, everything that needs to be ordered, having everything available so that there's no delays. So we're going to go around, I'll show you where we're at. All right, so we got the block here and we're mixing with the mixer. Go around, I'll show you the layout. Okay, so you can see we have our laser right here. We're laying out our walls, and we're coming off the back here 10 feet. We're using a 10-inch block. We have our door wall right here, which is the wiring that goes between every other row. And we're gonna come out 10. We're gonna go across. We're gonna square this whole back out. We're gonna bring it out 10 feet. So that whole wall, the lower wall, that's all coming out of there. That's all going to open up. It's going to be one big room. And then we're going to have our side entry over there in the corner, which will get us into the house. It'll give us a staircase going up and also an opening coming into the lower level. Okay, so you can see right here we got the yellow line. That represents the wall. So again, we're coming out here 10, and that wall there, we're going to square up that whole corner. This whole back is going to get opened up. So we're going to put a flitch plate in here. We got to get the steel ordered. Now there's existing ceiling beams up there, and we're going to end up creating a flitch plate, and we're going to attach on to this end over here because they're coming in this direction towards us every 16 inches. So we got to get our steel plate. We're going to create it, and we're going to sit our post down to our new wall. So once we create that flitch plate, we'll actually be able to take out the whole wall over here and open up all in one shot. All right, so we're going to go into the house right now. We're going to take a look at the existing ceiling beams for our steel mark out. So we're going to create a pattern, and what we'll do is we'll measure it out. We'll find where our existing ceiling beams are, and then we'll be able to call in our steel plate based on the location of the existing 2x8 ceiling beams. And what they'll do is, when I give the steel manufacturer the first location of the 2x8 ceiling beam, he'll be able to space out the holes in the steel plate and fabricate our plate so that when we install our plate, the bolts that create the flitch plate won't interfere with the existing ceiling beams. So let's go down and take a look. Okay, so this is an existing room in the house that the homeowners want to expand. So you saw the lower level has a 10-foot addition. This already has a 2-foot cantilever. So this wall below us actually comes about right here, 2 feet in from here. So this is a 2-foot cantilever. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to bump out this room upstairs 8 feet, downstairs 10 feet, up here 8 feet. And we're going to open up this whole room, and we're going to create a bathroom up here. It's going to be an in-law suite. And down below, when we look outside, you can see we're setting up our wall. There's the brick right there. You can see the yellow line, and that yellow line represents the wall. So in any event, we're going to square this whole back of the house up, and then once we square this room up, we're putting a whole other floor on top of this. Take a look at this first floor while we're up here. Isn't it amazing? We had the whole top floor stripped down. All the wiring is exposed, and you can see it's exposed. What we're going to do is we're going to have our electrical crew come in here tomorrow. Every wire from the floor I'm standing on up is going to get taken out. We're going to have all new wiring in the whole level here. See all the old wiring, the old framing. So let's move on downstairs. All right, so here we are into the lower level room that we were pointing at earlier, that we're going to extend out 10 feet. And you can see how we have an existing ceiling here. Now this existing ceiling is 2x8s, and there's space 16 inches on center. So we are going to call in to our steel manufacturer to create us a plate that's going to go from this end all the way across to this end, and it's going to sit outside, and it's going to be three 2x8s put together with a piece of steel, 3/4 inch steel, in between that the three 2x8s. We're going to create a flitch plate, and that allows us to connect all these 2x8s to the flitch plate, and then once we have it all in position, we can take out this whole wall, open it up entirely. Okay, so it's very simple. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to measure the width of this wall, and we're going to get that measurement, and then we're going to go from the very first, from the one end, we're going to go into the center of the first bay and find out the center of that measurement, and then that allows us to let the manufacturer, the fabricator, set a start point for the holes, and then he's going to stagger the holes every 16 inches on center, roughly 1.5 inches from the top and 1.5 inches from the bottom. He's going to stagger them up and down every 16 inches. Okay, so we're going to hook in the tape right on the end here, all right? And then we're going to bring that tape all the way over here to this wall, and that let's see, that measurement is roughly 197 to the end there. So that tells us we have to get a plate that is 16 feet 5 inches. So we got to get a 16-foot 5-inch plate. Now from this end we're going to look up, and we have our tape once again in position, and we're going to see that 14 inches gets us to the middle of the bay. So 14 inches is roughly to right on this mark right here, and it seems like these beams here are 12 inches on center, not 16. You can see 12 inches, 12, they're every 12 inches. So we're going to have holes a little closer than we thought. So just jumping back, we're going to connect our tape, and we will go 13 inches to the middle of the first bay, and then we're going to tell our fabricator every 12 inches he can stagger the holes. Okay, so you can see on this particular job we're throwing up the walls right now. We'll have this finished up today, and you can see this one's close to the property line of where we're located here. And as we made our way up, we plastered the side. We just have the top two course that need to be plastered further on the side there, and we're already running the back wall here, which a couple more courses will be done. This one we're going to come 2 course out of the ground. You can see the floor level, and we're going to carry that floor height all the way across here with a cement floor. And this particular house is going to have about 2 course coming out of the floor, and then we'll have a wooden structure from there up. And then we'll have the block. We're going to wrap the block around these walls here. We're just wrapping that up, and then we'll start the side entry later on today. And then you can see the coming up with the walls, and we have the one side, we have the rear. We're wrapping up this right side, and then we're going to do this little L shape over here, and we'll have this finished up today. See how the footings, now the footings are a 2 foot wide, 12-inch deep footing down there, and the way that we situate it, we have a 10-inch block, and what's going to happen is they're going to go, the block's going to sit basically 7 inches on each side of the footing, so that we'll have, it'll be centered. So you got the you got a 10-inch block, you got 7 and 7 on each side of that. That will give you the 24-inch width. And you can see the spacing where it's hanging over. So this way it's centered over the footing. And now what we're going to do here is, when we have our cantilever, which is right here, that's our existing floor beams, we're going to strip this down. We have the floor beams, as you saw inside, every 12 inches. We're going to post down right to this, right below it, and we'll set up our flitch plate. So once we get that connected, we'll have it all hangered, connected with the flitch plate. Then we can pull out that inside wall, and it'll be a nice, easy transition, removing that inside wall. Okay, so we're just getting back to the job site, and my mason crew is there. They're wrapping up the foundation. So we're going to go back there, take a look at the block work. They plastered the sides, and we're ready for a backfill inspection. So let's go take a look. All right, so you can see the side entry now, get a good idea what's going on. We have the 41-inch opening for a 36-inch door, and that will be the grade of that floor in there will carry in. So we'll level that off eventually. And we have the room over there, the 10-foot bump out. That's all squared off now. And again, we have a 10-inch block there. We're just putting in our anchor bolts, and then we're going to be literally ready for our backfill inspection. We're just going to wait till tomorrow. We're going to apply the foundation coating, and then foundation coating goes up to ground level from the base down there. So we have a cove down at the bottom, which is a sloped angle on the bottom for water runoff along the outside of the wall. So we're going to run that foundation coating up to about 6 inches above ground level, and that will go around the exterior, keeps any water from penetrating. And once we get that on there, we're ready for our backfill inspection. Hey guys, I'm Dave Pangione. If you watched this video and you like what you see, click the thumbs up button. Thanks.